What's up, y'all? How we living? Welcome in. If you're here and you're watching this video, I can only assume that either you or someone you know has been diagnosed with cancer. Nothing but good vibes to you. I hope everything works out great. Be strong. It ain't a lot of fun, but be strong. You'll get there. I was diagnosed with head and neck cancer caused by HPV. I chewed for 30 years, so I assumed that was part of it. They say it was not. And you know, you're probably see that is not chew. I quit chewing. This is fake. It's not even real. It just kind of helps with the cravings. Anyway, enough of that. It was head and neck cancer. My lymph nodes were infected and I had a spot on my tongue. They went in, they did surgery in February. I got nice pretty scars to show. They cut out 39 lymph nodes. 19 of them were cancerous. And they cut a spot off the very back of my tongue, probably about that long. Stitched me up. Sent me on my way. I was in the hospital about 4 days. I don't remember a lot of it because the drugs they gave me were pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Then my follow-up appointment, they told me I needed to do radiation just to make sure. So what was it? I want to say it was April. I started my radiation treatments. Finished those up on May 31st. And went back a few months later for my PET scan, and it's gone. For now. It might come back one day. But the thing that they do not tell you about, first off, I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. So let's not talk, I can't find the words. When everyone hears stage 4 cancer, they immediately think death sentence. You're done. That's not always the case. Mine was stage 4, but yet completely curable. Here I am. But the thing I want to talk about that they did not tell me about was depression. You know, you go through so many range of emotions. And see, I had to look all this up. And I don't know, maybe it's because it affects everybody differently that they decided to not bring it up, but I don't know. It's real. Depression sucks. After my surgery, we had to cancel so many plans. We had cruises canceled. Guilt set in, which is one of the emotions you'll go through is guilt. First, you're going to have the shock, then you're going to have the anger, then you're going to have the guilt because you feel like you're letting everybody down. I mean, you're supposed to focus on yourself at that point, but it's hard because there's people counting on you for stuff you think about. I'm going to be gone from my job for 6 months. Are we going to be able to do it financially? We had trips planned. You had to cancel those, and it all weighs on you. That's where the guilt sets in. But the depression sets in later on. I got into a pretty dark place while I was going through mine. It got to the point where I wasn't healing fast enough. And then you question whether or not you're going to heal. Are you going to be what you were before? Before I go any further on that, you won't. You will never be what you were before you had cancer. I'm speaking from my personal experience. Because I feel really good right now. I'm putting weight back on. They say I could heal for 8 months to a year, but I feel the best right now that I've felt in all year. But I still don't feel like I did before. but it is what it is. You learn to adapt. Everyday things that you used to do, some of those will come back, some of those won't. My sense of smell is still a little bit off from what it used to be. My taste buds have changed a little bit. Some of that for the better, some of that for the worse. Now, this is just head and neck cancer I'm speaking of, because I can't speak on the rest of it. This is just what I know, and it's basically my experiences with it. But as far as the depression goes, I had days where I wouldn't even want to get out of bed. Or I would get out of bed and come in here and sit in this chair. I may just sit in silence for hours and cried and just questioned everything. Can I do this? You know, I was struggling. Music was what part of what helped bring me out. Plus, I had a great support system. Whether it was family, whether it was friends, whether it was online friends. I had so many people reach out, you know, and that helps. They tell you you're tough, you're strong, you can do this, and you appreciate all that as a cancer patient. You really do. But you can't believe it until you start seeing something positive come back. You have to start seeing little improvements. And for the longest time, felt like I wasn't seeing improvements. I had a feeding tube in my nose. I had all that. I think the feeding tube was part of the reason that probably messed with my sense of smell. But it could be the fact that they cut back off the tongue too. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Squirrel. It just, you've got to get through it mentally on your own to a point. Here's my point. You can sit and you can hear that stuff from people all day long, right? You're strong, you're tough, you can do it. And they're showing support, they're pushing you. But until you believe it up here, you know, it's gonna get at you. Now everyone's experience could be different. Like I said, I'm talking completely speaking from my own experience. The way I got out of the depression, like I said, was partly music. There was a song that came out, what was it? 3 Days Grace. What was the song called? So-Called Life. I believe that was 3 Days Grace. Anyway, So-Called Life came out, and I cranked that up every day. Just cranked it. The lyrics fit, everything fit. And then towards the end of my radiation, I started to, you know, get a little down again. And Hailstorm's song, Raise Your Horns, came out. In fact, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there it is right there. That was my cancer tattoo right there. But I got out of it by going back to work. I served my time at home. I did what I had to do for a few months. And I went back to work that I probably go back to soon. I think I did. However, the getting up and doing something is what helped. Because sitting here in this chair every day was not getting it done. But there's times you don't feel like doing anything. There's times you want to do something. And you know, it's just like, why? I'm supposed to rest. I'm supposed to heal. But you've got to keep motivated. You got to keep moving. I hope this video gets to people, and I hope y'all see it, and I hope it helps you in some way. Maybe if it's going to prepare you for what's to come, or to help you get out of what you're feeling. Because I'm here, I'm alive, I feel good. I feel healthy. And so can you. Just be positive. Be active. Surround yourself with a great support system. And just keep on living. If you want, leave some comments down below. Tell me your stories. Tell me what you're going through. Take care, y'all.